Back with another one. Today I'm going to give you a quick review and a few of my thoughts on Never Let Go. Never Let Go is directed by Alex Aja, best known for The Hills Have Eyes, which came out in 2006, Crawl, which came out in 2019, and Oxygen, which came out in 2021. He's pretty consistent with the menacing thriller suspense genre, and Never Let Go follows suit. Never Let Go stars Halle Berry, Anthony Jenkins, and Percy Daggs. Small cast, but definitely effective, and I'll get back to that in a second. So Halle Berry and her two sons are living in this secluded cabin house in the middle of the woods, away from modern society, and they're doing their absolute best to survive. Every single day they go out and they forage whatever food sources that they can find, whether it's squirrels, bugs, tree bark. They have no dependable food source or dependable water source, so they have to leave the house. Survival isn't guaranteed, in fact, it's a struggle. So when they leave the cabin house, there are these ropes that are tied or connected to the foundation of the house. And as long as they are in the house, touching the house, or physically connected to the house by these ropes, then the evil cannot get them. But if they are even grazed without the ropes, then things can get tricky. So the rules are pretty clear and simple. Another thing I liked is how the film built the tension on second guessing if something is real or not. Based on the trailer and while I was watching the movie, there comes a point in the film where you begin to wonder, like, is this woman protecting her two sons from the evil that's in the woods, or is it all in her head? You know, like, I'm convinced, no doubt she's a devoted mother, but the movie leaves room to question whether she's mentally ill or not. It kind of forces you to lock in and pay attention to every little detail, you know, it creates suspicion, and I like that, so that was good. I like the pacing of the movie, it didn't drag too much, and I also like the direction that the movie chose to go in. There's a certain scene, a certain thing that happens about an hour in the movie, and it's a bold move, it's a risky move, but it also eliminates the film from being predictable. If you've been watching my reviews for a while, you know how I feel about predictable movies. I hate them, and this certain thing that happens changes the whole movie, because it's like we're not at the very end of the movie. We're still about an hour in. We're just about an hour in. So that thing that happens, it's like, what y'all gonna do now? Like, now I have no idea how the movie ends. It's not predictable, and I always appreciate that type of stuff. So I feel that Never Let Go explored a number of themes, those being fear of the unknown, your past coming back to haunt you, motherhood, brotherhood, generational trauma, and faith. All throughout the film, those themes appear and they drive the plot forward. The casting was great in my opinion. Solid performances from Halle Berry, Anthony Jenkins, and Percy Daggs. Three people were able to keep my interest and keep me entertained the entire time. I think that Anthony Jenkins and Percy Daggs have bright futures ahead of them, and I was also thoroughly impressed by Halle Berry's performance. Like, they did a good job. If I had to give a con for Never Let Go, it would probably be the climax in the third act. Didn't really stick the landing for me, and it kind of knocked the movie down a few notches. Overall, Never Let Go did more things right than they did wrong, so I'm not mad at this movie. But if I had to give a con, it'd probably be that third act climax. Like, I didn't really care for the direction they went with that. But towards the end, like at the very end, they introduced a plot twist, and I appreciated that. It makes you want to go back and watch again and see what you missed. So, yeah. If I had to rate Never Let Go, I would give it a 6 out of 10 and put it in the Rewatchers Club. The climax in the third act brought it down a few notches for me personally, but overall, I'm not mad at this movie. I would watch it again, try to see if I can catch little details for that plot twist at the end and make more sense. Which brings me to my factual opinion. Like I stated earlier, the climax in the third act could have been better to me, but I also feel that the movie could have leaned more into the questioning if Halle Berry is mentally ill or not. Like, that second guessing, that tension or that suspicion that was building throughout the movie, they did good. I'm not mad at the movie, but I felt they should have kind of stuck with it a little bit more just to add that dramatic effect to the third act. Got a few fun facts for you today. Halle Berry learned various survival skills to prepare for this role. She survived in a habitat without electricity and lights, and she also skinned a squirrel just to fully immerse herself into this character. Yup, and those are my thoughts on Never Let Go. If you've seen it, tell me how you felt about the movie in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching, thanks for supporting me. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.